TGIF. Yes. Welcome back to my channel. So today, it's obvious LP, they are not done bringing offering boxes to court. This time, IREV documents. And something interesting happened in court today. They brought television. And that brings me back to the question I asked yesterday. Can you actually tender technological evidence analogically? Food for thought, yeah? Interesting. And Justice Ugo was saying, I want to watch film. So which cassette is LP going to be playing for us then? Funny. Who is a competent witness? Who is a compellable witness? Who is a subpoenaed witness? And all of this are premised on the principle of natural justice. And this is contained in Section 36 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Now, these principles have two ambits of law, two Latin phrases, audi uterem partem, which is hear the other side, and nemo judex in causa sua. You cannot be a judge in your own courts. Want to understand how all of this played out in court today? You know what to do. But on a lighter note, Justice Samani is a Chelsea fan. Yay, the Blues. Chelsea is the best club in the world. Argue with your keyboard. In fact, go to court. Join me. Interesting. Okay, so LP, they are not done bringing in boxes and boxes of evidence. This is Operation I must take back my mandate by fire, by force. Eyes on the judiciary. So they had to bring in boxes and boxes of evidence to court today, but they were not tendered because of time. In fact, today was all about people flexing muscles and showing that they were actually paid professional fees to come to court. To be honest, no offense, but I don't know if this is a delay tactics, but I don't know how long will you now delay the court? Like, even if you're employing a delay tactics to stop the court from proceeding forward, but hopefully tomorrow, because a lot of things were not done today. Nothing was done. It was all legal arguments. In fact, one of the legal arguments, the court, they were like, okay, fine, we're going to rule on the final day of the hearing. So now LP had brought in a big television set, and they were going to display video evidence because they were going to be taking a witness statement on oath from, like, a subpoenaed witness statement on oath from one of the, I'm not going to call his name, even though it's already public, but I just choose not to call the name of the witness, who works for Channels TV. And one of the tapes, or one of the flash drive that was tendered in court, one of the flash drives that was tendered in court was a live interview of, Yakub, the so-called INEC chairman. I'm sure maybe giving details on how things were supposed to go without any glitch, and a statement from the INEC Commissioner for Information, Festus Okoye. So it's really going to be interesting because they have tendered both of them. Like I said earlier, they were talking about the flash drive color being red, and we're like, you need to make sure it's blue next time because Justice Samani is a Chelsea fan. So I have to honor my justice by wearing blue today. The Blues! If you don't agree, go to court. Okay, let me first of all explain who, a witness. I already told you who a witness is. Now, a competent witness is somebody who has mental capacity to be able to relate what he has seen, heard, or witnessed, or experienced. You understand? We are not going to doubt you that, okay, this person is not on colos, you're not high on colos, or you're not on drugs or narcotics. So that's it for a competent witness. And then a compellable witness is someone who has, the mental capacity and everything, and is being ordered by the court. I don't want to use the word forced, like the court is giving you an order to come. And, um subpoena, they are referred to as writs, from the court, which enables a person to come to court. Like, it gives an order. The writ contains an order. Like, it's like they're summoning you to come to court to give evidence, not because you wanted to, but it is, a command from the court to come to court and give evidence. So it could be classified under a compellable witness. That's a subpoena, because the person is under, court order to come and give that evidence in court. You understand how it works now? So, yeah, so that was how we had this person from Channels TV. Everybody said, oh, let's protect the witness, because sadly, because we had a lot of arguments in court. First of all, it was about the witness. Who is this person? The document of his witness statement on oath was not front loaded. This is a surprise to us. So we had like objections flying here and there, altercations. In fact, one APC lawyer was even talking to, because we had Okutepa San for LP today, do the first part, which is tendering of the witness statement on oath for the subpoenaed witness. But they were really having a very serious challenge, because the first, second to fourth respondents, they were saying, no way, you cannot tender this evidence. It's a surprise on us. We are shocked. It was not front loaded. But they said, we equally had witnessed. See, the truth is, know your laws. This is not just for lawyers alone. Even you, know your laws, so that nobody will fool you, so that nobody will trick you, so that nobody will use you to play pioneer. If you don't know your laws, that's when they will come and be telling you trash, when you know what you're doing, because the law is the law. It speaks for itself. It's a res ipsa loquitur document. So you can go to it and refer to it to say, this is what this law says. I don't know that you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to make it really easy. Res ipsa loquitur most times refer to facts. Don't get it wrong. I'm just using it as an example. Like, for example, oh, it's a birthday certificate, or it's a birth certificate. Sorry. You could see from it, the fact speak for itself that this is a birth certificate. That's why you see them use the word res ipsa loquitur. Okay. So now for this one, they were arguing, and they said, we had mentioned that we will have video clips being played. We are not under, the law does not give us the right to tell you that this is what we are going to be playing, or to make these clips available to you. Because they're like, they're supposed to make this clip available to us before they play it here, so that we can prepare for cross-examination. And I was like, no, this is a lazy way. Because you're supposed to be working, your head is supposed to be working. If they give you all their evidence, what would they be coming to court to do? So they made it look like, no, you're springing surprises on us. Lots of cases were quoted, but there was a very remarkable case that made sense, because they wanted to come in with this technological glitch way, like, oh, this is the way, it's a technical error, or technical error. Yes, technically is. They wanted to come with that notion. But then again, I love the case of Fayemi and Oni 2019. Fayemi and Oni, where the court had held that practice directions and rules of court cannot take precedence, or cannot, prejudice the interest of fair hearing. Do you understand? Because it will do two things to that person, especially a subpoenaed witness. You ordered, you forced this person, you compelled this person to come to court. So you'll be doing that person a disservice. The person has come to court now to come and tender the evidence that he has, and then you're not telling the person to go. And then number two, it will now inhibit or contravene his right to fair hearing as contained in section 36 sub 1 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, which is what I said earlier when you talk about hear the other side. Allow the person to speak. The principle of audi autrem patem playing out here. And then we had a senior advocate of Nigeria from APC was telling Okutekpa Sam, which is for LP party, sit down, I'm talking to you, I'm your senior. Like, as lawyers, let me tell you, don't allow cases to get in the way. In fact, Justice Ugo had to come in to beg that, no, please, let's not do this. This case will come and go, but you people will always be counsels. You people will always be senior advocates. You people will always have one or two dealings with each other. So don't let this case come in, because what happened was Okutekpa was about to object, what the APC lawyer was saying. And then You know, when somebody's saying objection, you, the other person who has been speaking, you will sit. But it was like, sit down, I'm your senior. You know, and the justices were looking at each other like, no, you're not supposed to do that. That's very wrong. You don't, when somebody objects, you sit down and hear the objection. Because Okutekpa told him, he said, I'm on my feet because I'm objecting. So I know. So you need to know the law for yourself, guys, especially as lawyers, so that you don't end up this, because he fooled himself. Oga, ancestor lawyer, barrister lawyer that has been in the game since 40 years or since 80 years. We greet you, sir, our ancestors and our forefathers. But this is not respect on. You see, they will say Yoruba people, they like respect too much. I understand that respect, but it could have an adverse side, you know, which is what happened today in court. Because I was actually ashamed, like, you, a senior advocate, you want to let us know that you were called before Kutekba. And so what? The law is the law. The law is no respecter of anybody. Anyway, the courts, like I said, they did not rule on that one, but they still admitted his evidence. Now it was to the video evidence. He said, no, it was not contained in the list. I've not seen it. I think that was, is he, I don't know, one of the respondents, Sha. I've not seen it. So because I did not see this tape, we cannot just play it here. We did not prepare for cross-examination. How would they come and play this tape here? So they kept arguing back and forth. And why I was a bit upset, to be honest, with the justices was, you guys know that at the end of the day, it will be admitted in evidence, because they do not have it's not in the law that you have to give the other party notice of that particular tape. For example, telling them what is contained in the tape, number one, or sending that tape to them, provided in your schedule of documents that you're going to be tendering as evidence, you listed there that there's going to be a videotape. It's enough. So when you come to court, you tender whatever it is. So they knew, but at the end of the day, they were like, oh, well, time is fast spent. But the truth is that we are supposed to, you don't have any rights, as he was referring to the respondent now. You don't have any right to know what is in there before they play it. The important thing is that it has been mentioned. It doesn't really matter if the witness statement of oath was not front loaded, you know. That was, you know, I'm talking about the witnesses' own. Now, there are some things that they are just playing the role of technicalities, like that's where they are hiding their strength. But I ask again, will fair hearing or justice be undermined because of mere technicalities? I ask again, people of God, will it be undermined by technicalities? Nigeria, just to take a deep breath and sigh. So for Festus Okoye, let's see. I'm really interested. But to cut the long story short, the case has been adjourned to tomorrow, 10th of June, 2023. And we'll be live in court again in the afternoon to enjoy the razzmatazz going on. Don't forget that Monday is pub holiday, but the court will sit because this is a time-constrained tribunal. The PEPT is constrained by time, so they have no choice but to sit. But the thing is, tomorrow we'll still see if the IRF documents can be admitted in evidence, and we'll equally be looking at the witness statement on oath, the subpoenaed witness statement on oath, because he's going to be playing these interviews out. I think it was a Channels TV interview, and they've tendered the flash drives, which have been admitted and marked as exhibits in court. So tomorrow we go again. Until then, guys, it's still me. Follow me on my social media handles. I love you. Thank you so much for your amazing comments. I see all of you appreciating my work. That is really, really heartwarming. Thank you so much. And yeah, we'll keep doing what we're doing and hope for a better Nigeria. Have a lovely evening. TGIF, and shout out to all Chelsea fans out there. We love you.